The popularity of a man like Dereiss cannot be underestimated.
Again, he's wrestled some famous names. Former WWE superstar, now current TNA superstar, Nick Nemeth, to name a few. Shelton Benjamin of the Hurt Syndicate in AEW.
Again, the crowd, 0121, firmly behind a man like Dereiss, chanting the area code of Birmingham.
Where man like Dereiss is originally from. But there's one.
Stoke-on-Trent actively chanting the Birmingham area code. That just goes to show how popular a man like Dereiss is. But again, Gabriel Fuerza sat in the corner. The longer this goes on, the longer he's going to get annoyed.
And more repercussion Dereiss is going to get. But as we go back on the fact of people he's faced.
Fuerza sitting out in the crowd. I mean,
this is going to build to be a great main event.
I mean, the bell has rung. Technically, if the referee wanted, he could start counting out Fuerza.
Fuerza mocking Dereiss, stretching now.
Al Diablo, as you said, coach at New Wave Toronto, no stranger to the New Wave wrestling family. Lost to Wild Boar when he was down at New Wave Newport. The crowd firmly enjoying this match.
What is one wrestler that man like Dereiss has faced? Are we allowed to say his name?
Man like Dereiss, if we talk about wrestlers, man like Dereiss has wrestled this year alone. He's faced Robbie X, who's currently in New Japan in the Best of the Super Junior Series. Yeah. Maki Ito, the cutest in the world. Richard Holiday, and a man who I don't want to even name just in case he appears.
Let's just say he's been at WrestleMania and he's wrestled the legend Killer himself.
A lovely handshake there by man like Dereiss and Gabriel Fuerza, as we're finally about to see some action, maybe.
As they lock up,
we get a lock up finally. I'm exhausted with all of this, so this is just great to see. Of course, man like Dereiss trains at New Wave West Midlands. Also, Gabriel Fuerza, New Wave Toronto coach.
Yeah, man
like Dereiss, no stranger to Canada, training at the Dungeon with Natalia Neidhart and Tyson Kidd.
That is a lot to say, especially when the Hart Dungeon is known to be one of the most brutal places to train, but it's produced many great stars like the British Bulldog, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, and obviously the legendary duo that is Owen and Bret the Hitman Hart.
You see now Fuerza backing Dereiss into the ropes with a clean break.
The fans love saying his catchphrase. Jeez. I'll say it. I'm not afraid to.
The crowd firmly behind, getting this match underway. See Dereiss. Nice arm wringer. Irish whip. Reversed.
Counter.
Big arm drag by Fuerza.
This is.
Oh.
This is quick action from both men in the ring.
Lovely suplex. Suplex by El Diablo as the Lyrical Dragon makes his way out to the ring. I don't think Fuerza's done. Through the middle rope.
Chop to Fuerza's chest.
Both of these men, of course, here in single action, but both of these men, no stranger to tag team and tag team gold especially. Gabriel Fuerza, one half of Fight and Flight with Vern Vortigo. Former T4 Alpha 1 tag team champions. Man like Dereiss, of course. Man like Dereiss, tag partner of TNA's Leon Slater and New Japan's Drilla Maloney held tag gold with both of them. So both of these men tag team specialists, but also no slouches when it comes to the singles action. See Dereiss using his power.
Who's going to get the first suplex off? Who's going to get a second one?
Dereiss rolls him up.
Back up.
Picks him up.
Suplex.
Into the suplex. The pinfall. Just a 1 count there.
One thing I've got to say, I'm loving the gear man like Dereiss is rocking. It's normally purple he wears.
Dereiss.
But speaking of the gear.
Dereiss can take off the do-rag. Dereiss, of course, at our last show here at Grapple in New Chapel, he won the Has-Hype International Scramble, which meant he had a title opportunity, a New Wave Championship opportunity against the brilliant James Ellis later on that night. Came up short, unfortunately, but it goes to show how much this man has if he can wrestle 2 matches in one night.
I mean, I'm not being funny. James Ellis, he blatantly cheated. He got out of the referee's peripheral vision and had his feet on the ropes. Man like this was robbed. He could have become the new Wave champion.
He catches Fuerza now.
Fallaway slam.
With the kick up as well.
This reminds me of something.
Dereiss, always a showman. As you hear the crowd now.
Oh,
Pinfall attempt there by Dereiss. This crowd firmly behind a man like Dereiss.
This is the most the crowd have been rowdy all night.
Man like Dereiss back from a couple matches over in Las Vegas for WrestleMania week. Almost captured the Defy World title in an incredible triple threat match with El Phantasmo and Clark Connors. Came up short, unfortunately, but proved himself on a worldwide scale. As Fuerza now fights back against Dereiss. Dereiss, big body slam.
And just to name one thing, man like Dereiss has wrestled alongside a very good young talent, hopefully a future wrestler in the future. That is the son of the legend, Brody Lee Jr.
Of course, they both train at the dungeon together with Natalia and Iheart. As we see now, Dereiss with knees to the back into the headlock. As we see now, the crowd chanting for the 0-1-2-1.
You've got to feel for Gabriel Fuerza here. No kind of support in the crowd at all for him. This is a match of respect they're showing each other. They're angst against each other.
I mean, after the way the crowd, we had almost a 10-minute interval alone after the interval for the crowd chanting 0-1-2-1 as Dereiss stands tall.
What's Dereiss doing here?
Fuerza, absolutely lovely Hurricane Rana. Dereiss rolling to the outside. Fuerza not giving him any chance to recover.
Going for it. Oh!
Kicks it right in the face.
Right in the face of man like Dereiss.
Rolls Dereiss back in. No wasted motion here by Gabriel Fuerza. See. Irish work now.
Fuerza showing some offense now. He's getting a bit more offense than Dereiss.
Gabriel Fuerza, student of Rob Fuego and Yuki Ishikawa.
The legendary Yushi Ishikawa.
Exactly. Competed for the likes of C4, Smash, Mystery Wrestling in Canada. We get a 2 count. Keeps hold.
Hold on a second.
Big elbow.
Great elbow to the face of Gabriel Fuerza.
Fuerza, no stranger to the UK, however, wrestling for the likes of New Wave Wrestling, Attack, and Pro Wrestling Chaos. Working on Dereiss's knee here. As again, you hear the crowd firmly behind man like Dereiss.
Straight up back, attacking that knee, which he's been constantly going for all night. And Dereiss looks in absolute agony. Looking for a pin. Oh, he's got in some kind of crucifix submission move here.
Dereiss able to get out of that submission hold. See Fuerza. Big punch to the head of Dereiss. Irish whip into the corner. Clothesline.
Snap there.
Drop kick to the back. Goes for the cover.
Kick out by Dereiss. Still in it.
thing I've been saying all night is the amount of exhaustion it takes to the amount of energy it takes to kick out of a pinfall. For a man with a gas tank, like Like Dereiss's, I can imagine he could probably kick out of a few more pin attempts than your average wrestler.
Oh, you said, I was saying the man has a gas tank. No human can even fathom. This man could probably go on 10 marathons and still want to go for another 10 because this man is athletic as. Oh,
as we see a trade of forearms here.
Two men evenly matched in trading blows at this moment in time.
Just forearm after forearm.
Forearm. 2, 3.
The Irish whip. Big line. Big kitchen sink there by Dereiss. Fuerza backs off into the corner. Dereiss with an enziguri. You see there though, as much as Dereiss is in control, there is a bit of a limp. Dereiss has got a little bit of a limp to him.
That's the leg that Fuerza is attacking.
Oh, lovely 619 to the gut there by man like Dereiss.
He has one area code of Birmingham, but he's taken.
Springboard drop kick, rocking Fuerza.
I'll stop talking. Let's just say he copied a move off a certain wrestler.
Dereiss is obviously showing some pain now on his back and his knee now. Basically staring down Gabriel Fuerza.
Dereiss looking to finish his here.
Looking to finish his powerbomb. Pile driver maybe. Fuerza can't pick him up. Dereiss back. Dereiss is back.
Oh, pulls
Fuerza going for the Witcher lock. He just needs to pull him round, gets him into that. Dereiss flips him off.
What a flick.
Step through, going for the sharpshooter. Call back to time training in the dungeon. Roll up by Fuerza. Just a 2 count. Big chop.
Big chop to the chest of Fuerza.
Fuerza up and over. Oh, Spanish fly.
El Diablo's still got stuff left in him.
Big. Goes for the pinfall. Just a 2 count there. Gabriel Fuerza looking very visibly frustrated.
Well, wouldn't you be, Nick, if you were in this situation?
This crowd firmly behind the lyrical dragon. Dereiss very quickly up to stop Fuerza. Both men exhausted.
He looks, he's going for
big chop.
The chest of El Diablo is a very unflattering bright red.
Dereiss now climbing up to meet Fuerza in that high rent district. Big gut punches by Fuerza. Pushes Dereiss off. Dereiss lands, but he's back. Lovely kip up there by Dereiss into an RKO. Dereiss shotgun drop kick into the corner. Picks up again. Dereiss is back.
Gonna be strong enough.
Manages to hold it. Big knees.
Knees to the
Rolls
chest.
him up for the pin.
And El Diablo still kicks out.
2 count there. Dereiss Dereiss still holding that back. Now Dereiss' back being hurt is very much in the favor of Gabriel Fuerza, who utilizes that Witcher lock to his advantage.
Referee now counting, both men are down.
Referee making sure both men still capable of continuing this match.
I hope so, because this is an absolute fantastic match.
Both men showing why they are worldwide talent. Dereiss again, his back looks to be Dereiss going for the sharpshooter here. Steps through. Fuerza knows exactly what he was going for. Kicks him in the face. Fights him off. Dereiss now picking up Fuerza. Fuerza drops him down.
Visions on Mark.
Dereiss now heading to that high-end district, possibly looking for that 450. Will he be able to pull a 450 out with his back in the shape it is?
If there's one thing Dereiss can do, he can pull a full 50 out of his
Fuerza
back
scales up to the top. Fuerza
superplex!
Massive superplex from the top. Both men suffer in that situation, but man like Dereiss is back. Fuerza crawls over. Just the 2 count, Dereiss able to get the kick out.
That is why he's one of the best talents in the UK. His determination to just keep going.
Both of these men exhausted. Both of these men tired. Both of these men having pulled out most of their arsenal already.
Referee counting again. Both men are down.
This crowd firmly behind the lyrical dragon. Is willing Dereiss to get back to his feet as the ref hits an 8 count. We might have a double down.
We've had a
double
down.
down.
Oh!
Both men get up at the count of 9.
You got to think that's a very quick rest. That is. They've rested. They're back up, and here they go.
Both men tired. Both men exhausted. Both men hurt. As they're again trading forearms in the center of the ring. Fuerza, forearm after forearm after forearm. No, Dereiss stops him with a drop kick.
What's a drop kick? There he goes.
Fuerza
Fuerza gets out of the way. Counters.
Big enziguri. Hops over the ropes. Oh! Out of nowhere, what a cutter. Fuerza not going for the pin. Hits a standing moonsault for the pinfall. Just a 2 count. Dereiss still in this.
Dereiss back up with so much.
Fuerza can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm pretty sure Dereiss can't believe it.
And I can't believe it either.
Fuerza actively waiting for Dereiss to get to his feet.
What would you? You would wait.
Fuerza planning something. Dereiss stops him. Trying to go for that sharpshooter. But again, Gabriel Fuerza is able to avoid the sharpshooter. Makes his way to the ropes. Oh, pushing Dereiss off, hits the referee. Bit of miscommunication there. Dereiss obviously not intending to hit the referee. Fuerza just poked him in the eye.
Got him in the eyes there. Fuerza going for
into a pile driver. Ooh. Goes for the pinfall. Referee. And a kick out by Dereiss.
Dereiss. Still giving it.
But poke to the eyes, the pile driver, still not enough to put man like Dereiss away. Fuerza. Here we go. Fuerza
looking for the Boston.
putting in the Witcher lock. obviously, Dereiss is back already in pain.
His back is in pain, his legs in pain.
This is not going to be good. Dereiss fighting it. The crowd willing Dereiss. Dereiss trying to power out, make his way to the ropes. Fingertips away as Fuerza pulls him back into the center of the ring. And now you got to think, Dereiss gonna tap. Dereiss gonna tap. Fuerza. Dereiss fighting his way out of it. The amount of damage that must have done to Dereiss's back. Hits an enziguri. Dereiss just has no quit in him. That word is not in his vocabulary.
No way. This man will not give up till his very last breath.
Fuerza putting on an incredible display here in front of this crowd that fully behind man like Dereiss.
Man like Dereiss taking off his wristbands here now. He's beating.
Fuerza calling Dereiss towards him. Punch to the head, knocking Dereiss to the floor. Dereiss getting the support from the fans in more ways than just vocal.
They're not actually cheating.
I mean, technically he didn't do anything. This Fuerza is knocking out Dereiss with a forearm. But again, Dereiss will not give up. Dereiss making his way to the crowd.
Making his way to the crowd.
No, making his way to his feet, I apologize. Again, getting the crowd for support. The crowd firmly behind man like Dereiss. Fuerza, big elbow. Dereiss now feeling it.
He wants more.
Dereiss is feeling it, feeling this energy from the crowd. Hitting chop after chop after chop.
This man has got no quit in him.
Irish whip. Big sunset flip into the pinfall.
It's a
reverse.
Another reversal.
Pinfall after pinfall. 2 counts all around. Kicks the hand away. Big drop kick by Fuerza. Dereiss launches Fuerza into the rope. Dereiss catches him.
Is he going for a suplex?
Big German suplex, planting Fuerza on his neck for the pinfall. Just a 2 count again. This time Dereiss not letting up. Going for it. Can he lock it in? He's got it locked in. The sharpshooter.
Made famous by the legendary Hart family dynasty.
Dereiss trains at the dungeon with the Hart. So nice little callback to his trainers in Canada, pulling Fuerza back to the center of the ring, and that's the match. Man like Dereiss with the sharpshooter for the win.
Well, Nick, I've got to say, that was a fantastic main event. These two put on a brilliant show.
Let's take nothing away from El Diablo, Gabriel Fuerza.
Comes
out all the way from Canada to New Chapel, puts on an incredible fight against man like Dereiss. But unfortunately, Dereiss comes away with the win, much to the fans' approval.
We've listened to this crowd though, Nick. Man like Dereiss back